All right, here goes. So you soak the stone and you sharpen the stone. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do some sharpening here. So you take this wooden mount and you set it on one of our vices. And tighten it down. And then you take the stone, and remember the stone has a rough side, or a rougher side, and it has a very smooth side. So the reddish side is the rougher side, and that's what we'll start with. Put it in here. Keep the water close by, and every now and then just dab a little bit more water on it. Also keep some paper towel nearby, so you can wipe off the cutting edge. And I'm just going to take one of these chisels here that's been ground, and we will do some sharpening. Okay. So a chisel has basically two faces that we want to know about. This face here, which is angled, there's an angle there. That's called the bevel, and then the other side is called the flat. And the flat of the chisel is what we do first. So I've got a little bit of tape on here I'll get rid of. So the flat of the chisel has to stay nice and flat. So when you watch me do this, I'm going to put it flat on the stone and really press down hard with these fingers like this. So it cannot lift up, okay? Don't let the chisel lift up. Keep it nice and flat, and you're just going to go back and forth like this. Wipe it off and have a look at it, because you'll get to see, you'll see that there's sort of a dull gray shine to it after it hits the stone here. So I'll do this a little bit more. And you want that dull gray shine to be all the way across the tip of the chisel before we turn it over. Okay, so that's getting there. And I'll do it once more here. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to just dump the stone here for a sec. Now I'm going to flip it over and do the bevel, the angle side. And for this, you can eventually train yourself to find the right angle by hand. I've got this device which has the angles preset. So you're going to look at this, and you see the 29 degrees. 29 degrees is indicated there, okay, and 31 on the other side. We're going to use the 29 right now. There are magnets implanted here. So what you do is you basically attach it like that, and it's going to ride on the stone like this. So put it down, put this in here like this, and then with two thumbs behind and your fingers in front, just run it like that. And you'll very quickly remove material with this. And once again, just like on the back, you'll see it sort of a dull shine that's produced by the stone. And so you want to keep going until the tip of the chisel, until that gray shine or dull gray sheen is all the way across the tip of the chisel. Like that. Make sure that you don't, you can cut yourself very easily with this. So you notice when I'm sharpening, I don't have my fingers in front. Okay, my fingers are behind the cutting edge. And when I handle it, I wipe it off with this. And, if you're going to feel it, just feel it very, very lightly, because this is very sharp, or it's becoming very sharp. And you're just going to keep going like that, okay? And what happens is, as you sharpen this bevel, you're going to produce a little wire, a little thing called a burr, where the metal sort of hooks over back to the flat. So feel for that on the flat, and go back to the flat, and just take that out, just with a few strokes on the stone. And that's it. Okay? And basically, I'm pretty well done here with the bevel. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip the stone over, and I'm going to repeat the process on this side. First doing the flat of the chisel, keeping the stone wet. First doing the flat, and then bringing in this little gauge here. So 29 is what I'm looking for, and going here. This side of the stone is going to hone that edge to a mirror finish, and that's what you're looking for. But as you do it, you also check to make sure to see if there's a burr, and if there's a burr, just take a few strokes on this side to remove it. This should not take you very long. The mistake that most people make is that they start sharpening, but they're not sharpening anywhere near the tip, and so they waste a whole lot of time. Anyway, I need a little bit more time on this, but that's the basic procedure. Okay, thanks.